Hi, Jay. This is Ariel from Memphis, and I'm calling in response to Jeff from Cleveland. And I'd been intending to call and then figured you'd probably be buried in voicemails on this topic, so I held off. And then I just heard at the end of this latest episode that no one has called in, so I figured I'd throw my 2 cents in. So Jeff's comment about how the Me Too movement has gotten really big and broad is something I would completely agree with. However, I don't think that's a bad thing. A lot of these behaviors exist on really a spectrum. And if you can talk about things like harassment and obnoxious behaviors when they're honest mistakes and fixable, it's a lot easier to deal with those. Whereas if those are left unchecked, a lot of times that can sort of evolve into the more predatory and more aggressive harassment and sexual assault. So while I agree that it's a very broad movement and sometimes conflating things like harassment and obnoxious behavior with assault can be damaging, I do think it's important to talk about them together because one really leads to the other. And if we draw these sort of intermediate lines of, well, that's not as bad, then we're just really leaving space for things to grow and fester. And if you wait too long, it's unfixable and unacceptable and unexcusable. So that's why I think it's really important to talk about all of these behaviors together so that they can be addressed at the earlier stages. So there are my 2 cents. Thanks for the awesome show. Bye.